I really don't. But I was talking about this atheist at work, man, and how God is real, but how it is all set up seems as if it is in reverse. And it is one of the most complicated and enigmatic puzzles to life that I have ever even encountered. You know, I feel like everybody has their own personal journey to God. Everybody has their own personal experience throughout life. And how you reinterpret this is your choice to reinterpret this however you choose. And people, most beneficially, it would not be of Satanism. It wouldn't be of anything nihilistic or anarchic. It would definitely be of peace and prosperity and love and respect. And that's just what I think that God is. I feel like he is a character that maintains all four of those, personality traits, and that he projects them throughout the universe simply by being himself. And that we as human beings do the exact same thing, except it's only through our decisions. As for where we exist and make choices that ripple throughout reality, he, God, is a being who is this energy that is being rippled off. And that we're really, physically, we're just vessels. We're just conduits for this type of energy. But the real energy is in your mind. It's in your thoughts. It's in the way you speak. It's in the way you believe. It's in confidence. It's in faith. And it takes all of these components to, truly understand and fathom what God is on a universal level. And I don't think a lot of people have the exact same understanding of God. And that is true, But God himself, the God that and it's not just one that I believe in. This is a true fucking God. This is a real thing that people can encounter throughout their lives. Because God is an energy. It's the same energy you have when you listen to music. You don't think there's a God to music? You don't think there's a musical God out there? There's definitely a God out there of music. You don't think that Mother Earth isn't a God? You don't think that this isn't a being worth taking care of? When it comes to life, it's about how you perceive it all. And Earth itself can be a beautiful place if we, as human beings, took responsibility for it. Because we are the superior intellectual human species on the planet. And I have to say that because a lot of people don't think that anymore. A lot of people think that it's fucking cats and dogs. What's the best thing you've ever seen a cat or dog do other than eat, sleep, and show compassion? Which is something you're naturally hardwired to do for other human beings. But you don't because, people were not patient with themselves. People did not take time to figure out who they were first. People just rush into everything. And when you apply the pressures of society and culture and the pressures of culture, you end up making a lot of rash decisions that don't really benefit you or whoever it was that you were trying to benefit. There's a whole fucking list to this shit, dude, on how you should go about your fucking life, for real. But, because people don't really pay attention to themselves, they don't really understand what it means to love. They pay attention to how other people show it. And that's the difference between people who are a product of their environment versus people who are products of their own mind, their own way, their own fundamental way of seeing the world in front of them versus seeing the world through how my dad saw the world, or through how my mom saw the world, or through how an older brother saw the world, But most people want to be led, and if that's who you are, then that's who you are, and you better make a wise fucking investment, because if you don't, you'll end up suffering a whole lot, and you really have to. A lot of people in this world will insist on making your life difficult because they have nothing better to do. People get that worthless when they feel too bored. And when there's nothing to really entertain them, like TV or music, things get a little crazy. Things get a little anarchic, a little nihilistic. People, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Las Vegas, or can't remember. I think it was Jacksonville. I'm not sure if it was Jacksonville. I could be totally wrong on that. San Francisco, but it was San Francisco. San Francisco, I believe. Maybe it was San Francisco. I'm not sure, actually. No, San Francisco was the one where they allowed people to be butt-ass naked in front of children out of a gay parade, which is, to me, is like, that is not okay. All right, put your fucking clothes on. That is not okay to expose that to a child, to that. A 15-year-old or a 16-year-old, all that shit. That to me just does not feel right. But then again, it is only nature. But then again, it is only nature. And if they aren't erect, but if you are intentionally showing it like to a child, I mean, in all honesty, I feel like because it's a free world, they can do that. But that you cannot bring children out there, and that this only lasts for an extended, just a time frame, you know? But, because, I mean, it is only nature. A naked body really is only nature. You know, that's not something we should be uncomfortable with, in all honesty. It really isn't. And kids are gonna find out about that type of shit one way or another. But I still feel like it is extremely hedonistic for such a sensitive culture right now. That's just how I have to stand on that, because people are very sensitive to the bone about words and how they affect people. People get fucking hurt, boy. People be treating words like they're fucking gunshots, like gun wound, like a gun wound, like they get. But that's just because I can be a smart ass, especially when I want to prove a point. You know, I will want to make you feel pretty fucking stupid. Deep down, I want to make everyone feel pretty fucking stupid about most of the shit that they do with their time and their lives and their money. Simply because most of the time, most of those investments that they make in other people, and there's no investment within yourself, you're going to struggle a lot, dude. You're going to struggle a lot if you are not somewhat independent. Or dependent on, you as a person. Some good shit. Hi, Tristan. How's it going? Right now, you're tripping shrooms. So, you know how that should go. The ether. You know what I mean? Yeah. The ether. The pineal gland, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. No. just some magical stuff. Can't give up on that one. Because I'm somewhat of a guru. I am somewhat of a guru. That's because I'm somewhat of a guru. That's because I am somewhat of a guru. Claim to be a guru. Well, ever hear about Reiki? What about tarot cards? What about tarot cards? I don't know if tarot cards would actually give me any insight into other people's lives, so I feel like tarot cards are a little harder to interpret. But it's not impossible. Not impossible at all. Be that crazy religious. But I built up like a following though. How to be better for others. All because I got to them. Because I sat down and I just talked to them. It was to an entirely different light that they were not expecting from my black ass. And to be able to say that shit when I'm older and have kids, and I can say that to them, that like, hey, son, there's a life out there, and you have to live it. You know? It's going to change you, and you have to accept that. There is no escape. It's fate. So just trust the process, do it blindly, and have a good time. Don't beat yourself up too much. It ain't the first time anything that's ever happened to you has ever happened to anybody else. You know, it's not even the first time. So take it out with a grain of salt, you know. Don't be too salty. Don't be too pissed. It's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, okay, whatever. We're on borrowed time. But I need to be more organized. Oh yeah, that's because I'm sort of tripping shrooms right now. Mushrooms at midnight. You know, it is weird though. And it kind of did. It kind of opened me up to like always wanting to be open to a conversation. Like, no matter what it is, I just have to be open to it. Simply because there's always a flaw somewhere, especially in the way people speak. Especially in the way people speak. Mental issues. But I mean, even mental issues are pretty psyched out too. Okay, yeah, but is that not the power of the mind right there? Like, for real. Dissociative identity disorder. Other people who don't feel like they could identify themselves because they were broken as children. And they come out with multiple personalities. Where some people are allergic to eggs. So,
were you busy?
kind of.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I think I am good. Oh. Yeah, it'd be the crazy religious people that are just so upsetting. Yeah, but I don't really jam my philosophy down other people's throats unless they were asking for it. And Corey was doing that. Because I couldn't just, I was blind as fuck, dude. Like, to sit there and just tell me to go my life faithlessly, just because, nah, dude. I have felt the Holy Ghost, man. And when that stuff has you just in tears simply because you read something, why did that move me? I don't even know who Jesus was. I just knew he was somebody everybody talked about. I never really thought that big of anything else around me. I never really even thought that big of anyone else around me. Not including my own mom. Didn't think of them as too big. Except for maybe God. No, I actually idolized the women in my family. I aspired to pick up on their character traits. Because I admired them. No, because I admired them. I don't like it, but I do it. Why? Because sometimes they are. Like, bitch. like, bitch. Yours is tripping. You know they're designed to get fucked. Okay. I'm a little too in my head to keep on recording. Keep on spiraling off into my own conversations. I'm tap out. Yeah.